Top 10 Best Super Luxury Cars. Rolls-Royce Phantom. Owners will love it at least as much for the extravagant statement of wealth and status it endows and for the unmatched sense of occasion you enjoy when traveling in one. But, while many won't ever know as much, the latest Phantom is also an utter joy and a rare pleasure to drive. Its superbly comfortable and singularly isolating ride comfort can be sampled from the back seats, of course, and is like nothing else you'll encounter in a car, gently loping and deliciously indulgent feeling but also supremely quiet and smooth, despite Rolls-Royce's fitment of the latest run-flat tire technology. Even though it's a near 3-ton love song to splendid isolation, this car will accelerate from 0 to 100 miles per hour and from 30 to 70 miles per hour through the gears quicker than the last Ford Focus RS. The integrity of its engineering is simply breathtaking. Rolls-Royce Ghost. The Ghost was a line in the sand for Rolls-Royce when it appeared in 2009. The beginning of a transformation that took the company's annual production volume from hundreds of to several thousand cars per year. Now in its second generation, the Phantom's understudy has evolved substantially. Where the Ghost's mechanical underpinnings were once adapted from those of the BMW 7 Series, it now shares the same architecture of luxury platform as the Cullinan and Phantom. There are also innovations such as Rolls-Royce's mass dampers for the front suspension, and an active anti-roll bar for the rear axle, both of which help bring ride quality closer than ever to that of the Phantom. In terms of interior space, luxury ambience and sheer material quality, the car sits only the smallest of rungs below its bigger brother, adopting as it does Rolls-Royce's new post-opulence design approach both inside and out. It's a neoclassical fortress on wheels, but a usable one. Bentley Flying Spur. Bentley's 4-door Continental Series limousine started off its modern life as the Continental Flying Spur in 2006, only dropping the nomenclative prefix that links it with Crewe's current 2-door GT with its biggest model overhaul yet in 2014. But the Flying Spur is now in its third generation. Something that's not difficult to detect from the prouder, more muscular design, which borrows heavily from the most recent, attractive Continental GT Coupe. Crewe's Junior Saloon also benefits dramatically from a new platform, which was co-developed with Porsche and uses 4-wheel steering and active anti-roll bars. It also better insulates the fantastically opulent cabin from the road, and provides the basis for genuinely good driving dynamics. Grip, balance and steering are all noticeable improved. Mercedes Maybach S-Class. The richest and most special car in what might be the most universally respected and admired limousine range in the world, the Mercedes Maybach S-Class is the modern standard-bearer for Daimler's Maybach super luxury brand. To judge by appearances, you'd say it was at least as much S-Class as Maybach, and that's the result of Daimler's strategic decision, taken a few years ago, to broaden the reach of the Maybach marque by creating Halo Maybach models across some of its more normal Mercedes passenger car ranges. The ultra-rare, Simon Cowell spec, Maybach only 57 and 62 limousines were at the same time consigned to history. And so the fact that this car is only an S-Class may be at once its biggest strength and its key vulnerability. Compared to a Rolls-Royce or Bentley, an S-Class might not cut a lot of mustard for drool-worthy curbside appeal, but being an S-Class also makes this car the recipient of all those advanced active suspension and driver assistance technologies and helps to make it so brilliantly refined, rich and cosseting. Mercedes Maybach GLS. Vehicles wearing the Maybach badge, such as the 2022 Mercedes Maybach GLS 600, offer the utmost in luxury and deliver a transportation experience as rich as caviar. A twin turbocharged V8 is under the hood and drives all 4 wheels through a standard 9-speed automatic. Power is plentiful and the GLS 600 glides along with on-air suspension. But the GLS 600 is less about its powertrain and chassis and more about its overstuffed cabin, which is fit for the real kings, sports stars, and hedge fund managers who will own one of these posh palaces on wheels. Nappa leather, premium wood, and other high-end finishes give the interior a lounge-like environment. A pair of rear seats recline and massage you. The trade-off is that the GLS 600 isn't as practical as its Benz and AMG branded counterparts, as it is not offered with a third row of seats and its cargo area is far less capacious. That won't be a problem for those buyers who seek out its sybaritic qualities. Rolls-Royce Cullinan. As one would expect of an ultra-expensive SUV, the 2022 Rolls-Royce Cullinan rides with supreme serenity and indulges everyone aboard. A strong and silky V12 effortlessly motivates this $250,000 people mover. Though its exterior design borders on awkward, its unmistakable hood ornament and prodigious proportions ensure that onlookers know it's a Rolls-Royce and that its occupants are extremely wealthy. We only wish the interior wasn't marred by modern trends such as digital gauges, and we'd prefer that the standard back seat was more adjustable. Still, the quietness and build quality of the Cullinan's cabin is unrivaled, as is the ability to personalize the space to the owner's desire. Bentley Bentayga. The Bentayga has had an eventful passage through the Autocar road test evaluation process. Being the first in a barrage of £100,000 plus super SUVs to come to market in 2016, we first rated it highly, with a caveat or two, in W12 engine form, and then rated it higher still when Bentley introduced an Audi-sourced 4.0-litre, 429 bhp turbocharged diesel V8 in 2017, which made exactly as much torque as the 12-cylinder petrol motor but at more accessible crank speeds. Then, in 2018, amid the spreading toxicity surround diesel engines, Bentley removed the Bentayga diesel from sale in Europe, and with it removed from view what we consider the definitive version of the car. A V8 petrol model augmented the model range in the same year, while a plug-in hybrid arrived in 2019. There is now also the Speed, a 626 bhp, 182,000 pounds-p into excess, before the entire range was given an update for 2020. The Bentayga's wonderfully plush interior, its swell of torque-laden performance and its sense of imperious, singularly enveloping luxury make it stand out even in this class, and these qualities might even be potent enough to win over a cynic who started out opposed to the idea of life in a blue-blooded SUV. Range Rover SVAutobiography. The top-rung, long-wheelbase Range Rover has come a long way as a luxury car since the Genesis days of the famous SUV upon which it's based. The modern SVAutobiography, hand-finished as it is by Land Rover at its special operations base near Coventry, is a car that's now fully 5.2 meters long and 2.6 tons in weight at its heaviest. It was conceived to take full advantage of the embryonic market for super expensive SUVs and the high regard some have for the Range Rover brand, and it does so quite effectively. Offering a choice of a petrol V8, a diesel V8 or a 4-cylinder petrol plug-in hybrid powertrain, the SVAutobiography is a strict 4-seater with lounge rear chairs, around each of which you can arrange a fold-out aluminum tray table, while a sliding panoramic sunroof contributes to the remarkable senses of light and space on board. The interior materials are more tactile and expensive than those of the standard Range Rover. Alpina B7. If it is exclusivity you crave, do not be fooled by the BMW badge on the long bonnet of the Alpina B7. Of all the supremely special and rare cars on this list, perhaps only the Mercedes Maybach is as unlikely to hove into your view on public roads, and the typical B7 price tag of close to £200,000 after options reflects that. As ever with Alpina, there are two sides its version of a series production BMW model. However, B7's true calling card is sublime rolling refinement to go along with its combination with almost sports car levels of body control and a degree of agility totally out of kilter with the luxury saloon clique. It is an exceptionally well-rounded machine, and only Bentley's Continental Flying Spur gets the better of it in this respect. BMW 7 Series. The 2021 BMW 7 Series ranks near the back of the super luxury car class. The 7 Series offers strong engine performance, a comfortable ride, a roomy interior, and many standard features. Its low ranking has more to do with the strength of its competitors than any 7 Series faults. BMW 7 Series is a good luxury sedan. The 7 Series impresses with its supple ride, spacious and quiet interior, comfy seats, and wealth of standard tech and safety features. Its infotainment system is user-friendly for the most part, and most cabin materials look and feel high-end. There's no shortage of engine power either. The 7 Series is available with a potent 6-cylinder engine, a plug-in hybrid, a pair of V8s, and even a monstrous V12.